We tend to think of the 3 weeks as a time of pain and challenge and hardship, mostly because that's what we're experiencing and that's what we're going through. But Rav Dessler gives us an opportunity to look at this time not as something as separate from the Jewish calendar, but as an important, almost epicenter, as a transition period that's part of the greater vision of what it means to be alive. He describes it as a time of healing, a time of growth and development and expansion, and that really we go through these 3 weeks, this time period of darkness, as a method to getting towards the light. We go through this period of galus, of darkness, to get to the geula. What is galus? Galus comes from the word gal, which means revealed, right? Gimel lamed. So I'm only looking at what I see on the surface. I'm looking at the external elements of reality. Geula are the same letters, Gimel and Lamed, but when you add the Aleph in between, when I open up reality, I open it up to see what's on the inside, and what I find on the inside is the depth of oneness, of unity and connection between all things in life. But Rav Dessler says first you have to go through the pain. We all go through challenging experiences. We all go through things, whether it's with our family or with our health or with our finances or with our jobs and careers, with our school, wherever we are, we go through things, and life has traumatic experiences that come with it. That's part of the package deal called life. The question is, how do we deal with them, and how do we move through the challenge? So he says what we first have to do is we have to feel it. It's real. We have to feel the pain. When you start to feel, you start to heal. So these 3 weeks, they're the moment in time where we allow ourselves to feel the depth of that pain, of us not feeling like we're everything we're supposed to be, or life not feeling like it's everything it's supposed to be. All the questions we have on God and purpose of creation, and the questions we have on ourselves or the relationships we have in our lives, we're meant to feel that. That's what the churban is. Destruction is when we don't see how things come together. We don't see that unifying force in life. And when we feel that galus, it's important to go through and to be honest, but as a means to get to the next 7 weeks, because we're going to come out of the galus, we're going to come out of the 3 weeks into the 7 weeks of Nechama, starting with Shabbos Nachamu. Nechama comes from the language Vayinachem Hashem ala Adam, like it says at the end of Bereshis, that Hashem said that He regretted making man. But Rashi says Vayinachem, Nechama comes from a language of having a machshava acheres, a new thought, a new way of looking at things. First we go through the pain, but then that's just because of the way we were seeing things. When we first see things, it is painful. After we feel that and acknowledge that part of the challenge, we then have to go through 7 weeks of trying to look at ourselves, look at our life, and look at God in a whole new way, in a way that we might not have looked at before. So as we're moving through the motions of the 7 weeks, we then get into Rosh Hashanah, which is from the language Rosh Hashinu. We try to have a completely new perspective, a completely new perception of reality in how we look at life. And that takes us through the Aser Simei Tshuva, and we're working to get deeper and deeper to the truth of who we are and to the truth of what life is. And then when we can get beyond that, we step into Sukkot, which is Zman Simchasenu, because now we have a new way of living, a new way of looking at life, but we couldn't have gotten there if we weren't honest with ourselves first. Honest with the pain, honest with the struggle, honest with the challenges that life has, with the galus and the churban. When we can look at what's happening on the surface with honesty and authenticity, and allow ourselves to feel the pain, not to hide from it, but to feel into it, but then to say, and I know that even this pain is part of something more. And we start to add the aleph, the inner oneness, back into how we see everything, that connectedness. We slowly get back on a path of nechama, of geula, of redemption, and we should be zoche to see the light at the end of all our tunnels very, very quickly, speedily in our days. Mashiach Tzidkeinu b'meir b'yameinu.